Journey to Istanbul. Step into Mindful Elegance, a haven where you can embrace the beauty of life and write in your diary. Join me on a one-of-a-kind adventure as we delve into my journal entries that capture the spirit of an extraordinary trip to Istanbul, Turkey. Come with me as we listen to the sounds of this magical region and see the sights while we immerse ourselves in the essence of mindful journaling. During a long weekend, I embarked on a group trip to the mystical and vibrant city of Istanbul, Turkey. Although it was only a few days, it was filled with marvelous sightseeing excursions, authentic traditional foods, and great company. Day 1, embracing history at the Hagia Sophia. The first sightseeing tour to the Hagia Sophia Museum took place shortly after we arrived at the splendid Bosphorus Hotel, where we refreshed and prepared ourselves for the busy day ahead. As the morning sun cast its golden rays over Istanbul, our adventure began at the majestic Hagia Sophia Museum. Walking through its grand doors, I felt as if I were stepping back into a nexus of history, where the spirits of the Byzantine and Ottoman empires whispered through the ancient stones. As I felt the cool, rough surfaces, I was struck by how robust and full of history these walls held. The interiors were illuminated by the kaleidoscope of vibrant glass, with each ray of light narrating a story of transformation, conquering, and devotion. Imagining the echoes of the past, the chants of Byzantine hymns, and the call to prayer under the Ottomans, I was enveloped in a poetic dance of cultures. The Hagia Sophia was a structure that stood the test of time, a symbol of humanity's never-ending search for beauty and wisdom. This building carries the distinctive characteristics of these two different cultures. Constructed around 537 AD, it went through several modifications, primarily to appease the dominant regime of its time. Today, preserved as a museum under the auspices of the UNESCO World Heritage Organization, it stands as a huge historical monument to the past empires. The serenity of the Blue Mosque. A stone's throw away, the Sultan Ahmet Mosque, or the Blue Mosque, awaited. The mosque, located a short distance from the Hagia Sophia Museum, is a beautiful and immaculately constructed architectural masterpiece representing the largest mosque in Istanbul, with 5 main domes, 6 minarets, and an entrance fashioned with a grand courtyard with columns of marble, granite, and porphyry. The building dominates the city skyline from the south and provides a tranquil ambience at night as it emits a bluish glow. As I walk through its vast courtyard, the touch of marble underfoot and the sight of the towering minarets against the sky felt like stepping into a serene universe. The blue tiles, with their intricate designs, seemed to hold the sky within their glaze, a reflection of the heavens. Inside, the ambience was one of profound peace, a sanctuary where the material and the spiritual merged. The artistry of the mosque, a blend of marvelous inspiration and human craftsmanship, filled me with a sense of wonder. It was a moment of connection with the past and with the countless souls who had sought solace within these sacred walls. Day 2, Island of Tranquility, Büyükada. A moment outside time. The next day's journey to Büyükada was a voyage to tranquility. The island, with its gentle waves and whispering trees, felt like a world apart. As I meandered through its streets, the absence of cars and the quaintness of horse-drawn carriages transported me to a simpler, more peaceful era. Touching the Victorian home's aged wood and breathing in the scent of tropical flowers, I fantasized about life here, ensconced in this timeless sanctuary. The island's pace invited the mind to wander, to dream of days filled with sunshine and slow, purposeful living. During the Byzantine era, princes and other royalty were exiled to these islands. This tradition continued throughout the Ottoman era, where members of the Sultan's family were also exiled. Today, these islands are a popular summer resort for Istanbul's wealthy and a wonderful weekend getaway for mainlanders. These quiet, tranquil islands boast several large coastal restaurants, which are the main attraction for mainlanders and tourist day trips from Istanbul, especially for those who love roast fish and an audience of seagulls. The current residents of these islands live in quaint Victorian homes adorned with trees and tropical flowers. However, one of the more appealing features for those seeking a sense of harmony is the lack of motorized vehicles, which means no traffic. The main form of transportation is horse and cart. Oh, by the way, you can only reach these islands by boat. In addition to the wonderful roast fish meal, a group of us enjoyed shisha and strong Turkish coffee. A market of wonders. Following our serene interlude, our tour guide took us to the renowned Egyptian Spice Bazaar, the central hub for spice trade in Istanbul. Patrons are able to purchase and sample sweets, a wide array of spices, dried fruits, and nuts, as well as jewellery and souvenirs. The Egyptian Spice Bazaar was a feast for the senses. The air was thick with the aroma of spices, each scent a story from a distant land. Sampling the products, from sweet lokum to vibrant saffron, was like tasting the world. Conversations with the merchants unveiled the magic behind their crafts, the traditions woven into every fabric and carved into every piece of jewellery. This vast marketplace was not just a place of trade, but a crossroads of cultures, a space where stories, flavours, and lives intertwined. Day 3, a panorama of life. Views from Çamlıca Hill. On our last day, we ascended to Çamlıca Hill in the Üsküdar district of Istanbul, Turkey, situated on the Asian part of the city. At about 268 metres, 879 feet above sea level, it is a popular visitor attraction and a favoured venue for weddings, with its gorgeous panoramic view of the Bosphorus Strait. A narrow seaway that separates Asian Turkey from European Turkey, yet unites the Black Sea with the Sea of Marmara, and the Golden Horn, a horn-shaped body of water that flows into the Bosphorus Strait, forming a narrow, isolated peninsula. Historical design tea houses, cafes, and restaurants, along with a public park run by the metropolitan municipality, dot the landscape. The city was spread out in all its historical and contemporary splendour as viewed from Çamlıca Hill, demonstrating its function as a link between different continents and cultures. I felt the energy, perseverance, and friendliness of the people of Istanbul when chatting with a gypsy who offered me flowers. Watching a couple of wedding processions, I witnessed this beautiful celebration of unity, set against the backdrop of this magnificent city. Reflections. There were many more destinations, such as a boat tour on the Black Sea and trips to restaurants and cafes. This wonderful experience was enhanced by an extremely pleasant, passionate, and knowledgeable tour guide. An honourable mention must also be given to our group coordinator, who ensured that no one was lost and everyone was properly updated. This journey through Istanbul was a pilgrimage through time, touching the essence of human civilization. Every moment was a strand in the fabrics of life, from the historic stones of Hagia Sophia to the serene streets of Büyükada and the lively market life. Istanbul, with its layers of history, culture, and beauty, to travel is to connect, not just with places, but with the souls and stories that define them. As my journey in Istanbul drew to a close, I was reminded of the profound power of keeping a journal. This diary has become a vessel for memories, a canvas for the senses, and a dialogue with history itself. Each word penned a footprint in the sands of time, each emotion captured, a thread in the fabric of my journey. To anyone who travels, I say, keep a diary, for it is not merely a record of where you've been, but a companion that holds the essence of your experiences. It is a practice that elevates adventures to timeless stories, waiting to be revisited long after the dust of the roads has settled. And with that, dear viewers and fellow travelers, our virtual expedition through the pages of my Istanbul diary concludes. If this journey through my words has ignited a spark of wanderlust in your heart, then I invite you to like, share and subscribe for more travel tales and explorations. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest adventures. Until next time, keep exploring, keep journaling, and let the world unfold before you in all its splendor. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on the next page of our journey. Safe travels and happy journaling. Remember, traveling, it leaves you speechless, then turns you into a storyteller. Ibn Battuta. Farewell, and may your own journeys be ever enriching and your diaries filled with the wonders of the world.